It is where Muna Tamang's house used to stand along with 4 dozen others till September 25, 2024. Now it has turned into an embankment covered with sand and rock, where the Roshi River carrying the murky water still flows through. 8 months after the devastating floods that hit the Himalayan Nation from September 26 to 28, survivors like Tamang are striving to rebuild their lives in Narke, located along the BP highway in the Kavrepalanchowk district. She lost her properties to the flood in the Roshi River, where her house and plots of land were swept away by the flood, bringing a drastic change to her life.
त्यो बाढी पहिरो जानु अघि चाहिँ 2-3 दिन पानी लगातार परिरहेको थियो ठिक्कको अनि बेलुकासम्म जस बिहानसम्म हामी घरभित्रै थियो अनि त्यहाँदेखि चाहिँ बिहानको त्यस्तै 5-6 बजेतिर चाहिँ यताको यहाँ हाम्रो झोलङ्गी पुल थियो अनि त्यो पुल चाहिँ यतापट्टि खोलाले हान्यो अनि त्यहाँदेखि पुल पारी भइसकेपछि यता खोलाले हानेर चाहिँ एकैचोटी घरहरू फटाफट हान्न थाल्यो के अनि हामी चाहिँ सामानहरू केही ल्याउन पाएन अनि मान्छे मात्र यता के रे मान्छे मात्र सबै पारी आयो अनि पारीको त्यो घरहरू चाहिँ सबै लग्यो.
Muna's worries has been aided by the early arrival of monsoon that has already hit the coast of India's southernmost state of Kerala on Saturday, 8 days earlier than usual, marking the earliest arrival in 16 years. The early arrival of monsoon with a warning of above average rainfall this year comes as a bane for the flood victims like Muna, which delivers nearly 70% of the rain that Nepal needs to water farms and replenish aquifers and reservoirs.
अनि डर त लागिहाल्छ नि अब असोजमै तर्साइहाल्यो हामीलाई हैन आज यतातिर पानी नपरिन माथिपट्टि पानी परेर यहाँ छेउसम्म यसपालि पनि अस्ति दिनको मात्र हान्न आयो खोलाले अब त के अब यहाँ अलि जोस अब घर त लगिहाल्यो हैन अलि सेफ चाहिँ हुन पाए बजारमा अलि बस्ने उचित चाहिँ हुन्छ कि भन्ने चाहिँ आशा छ.
The September flooding not only swept away Muna's home and properties, but also the sections of BP highway, the shortest road connection to the Southern Plains of Nepal. Vehicles are now ferrying through the damaged sections of the major highway, which took 2 decades to complete construction with the help of temporary embankment built along the riverside. Worries for Nepal's flood victims increase further as the Himalayan Nation is likely to witness above normal monsoon rains for the second consecutive year, according to a regional consensus among South Asian meteorologists. According to the Road Division Office in Bhaktapur, diversions have been constructed in the affected area to resume transportation along the highway. It is suspected that it will take months, if not years, to reconstruct the disaster-ravaged highway to its previous condition.
After the Roshi flood, the major portion of the road has been destroyed, and we have been operating the excavator and constructing the embankment for the proper flow of the vehicles from here from Nepal to the Kathmandu.
The flood in Sunkoshi River that day swept one suspension bridge and a section of the bridge that connected Sindhuli with Ramechhap. The twisted metals and remains of the suspension bridge stuck onto the slopes across the river, explaining the velocity of the river that day.
हामीलाई त्यो पुल बगाएपछि सारै अप्ठ्यारो हुन्छ हामी घाँस दाउरा पारीबाटै ल्याउने थियौं हैन हामीलाई रामेछाप जिल्ला मन्थली जानलाई पनि सारै गाह्रो भएको थियो चाँडै नै अनि त्यो पुल बन्यो अर्को अब फेरि तुरुन्तै अर्को पुल पनि बन्ने उचित छ.
With monsoon set to kick in next month and the roads unprepared for the possible disaster, it would be only possible to operate the vehicle after the water level recedes.